Hello and welcome to a special unboxing video sponsored by SanDisk. This is the SanDisk Extreme Pro USB 3.1 solid state flash drive. Yes, you did read that. It does say solid state. These are the kind of hard drives you stick in your computer that are super fast. So they're the ones you put your operating system on and all of that. Now, this is the first one, flash drive wise, I've ever seen in the flesh. I didn't even know these existed until it turned up. So that's why I'm so excited about it, because flashback several years, it wouldn't be anywhere near this. You'd be sending in 400 gigabytes to be edited, or, you know, even if you recorded something at home and you wanted to bring it in to then further record, like edit or whatever, you'd be transferring around like half a terabyte maybe if you were unlucky. So you couldn't use something like this back then. We didn't also have USB 3s for quite a long time, so that was fun. You'd have to use something like this. This is a physical hard drive, right? So this is an actual physical hard drive with all the worry bits. All the worry bits that if you are travelling and you hit a bump in the road, all of that shock goes into this and eventually it breaks down. And they break down in the worst way, by which I mean they just get slower and slower, and one day they don't start. And it's a horrible death for a hard drive. But this kind of reduces a lot of that, because there should be less physical parts in here that get hit by the shock. So you're not going and like damaging it. God, don't die, please. So there's two features to this which are really cool, just by being an SSD. Faster, but in theory also safer for at least the data retention, because it's not gonna hopefully be as damaged. Also the fact it's small and lightweight, you know, again, this will get hit in your bag. This is gonna be much easier to protect, but also tuck away somewhere in the corner, so it's, you know, so you're not going to lose it. On top of that, if you fancy being James Bond, or you just want to protect your files, it does offer file encryption using its secure access software. So not only do you get a pretty fast, resilient, and nifty device, but you can also make it super secure if you want. So personally, this is quite cool. I am looking forward to testing it out shortly, which we will be doing against the following. We have this. We have unnamed competitor physical hard drive that comes with a USB 3 cable. This is another issue. USB cables, they break down. There's so many steps in this that could go wrong. I've lost so many of these in the great editing war of YouTube and my life. So this one, which I think is a terabyte, it is a high to mid-range one of its time. It's only a few years old, so that should be a good mid-range competitor, or at least test subject. And then we have this, which says Yogcast Hannah on it. You're gonna zoom in. That I must have gotten, I don't know, it's USB 3, that's all it says on the side, and it's 64 gig. At some point I got this in a capture session from a developer, and I'm not entirely sure it's the best quality, but it is probably a fair few years old, and this is going to be the low end one, just so we have different testing things. Also the fact that it is just a thumb drive like this one, so we've removed the cable element. So we're going to be testing these three in a minute to see how well they transfer a hefty large file, and we'll see where it goes from there.
So I put these devices to the test by asking them to transfer the Wolfenstein 2 Steam folder, which is 51.8 gigabytes. I asked each USB device to transfer using the same port from my computer to make sure they all had the same available connection, and here are the stats. I feel like I'm doing fantasy football. Unsurprisingly, in at number 3, it's the 64 gig one that I got from a developer capture session, which took to transfer this 51 gig 28 minutes at a wonderfully fast speed of 35 megabytes a second. Don't worry if you don't understand what I'm talking about. Those of you that are interested in this and want to know the stats, this is for you guys. But basically, that's pretty slow. Second fastest was, unsurprisingly again, the mid-range passport hard drive style device with the USB cable that's a terabyte big, that isn't that old either. That took 9 minutes and 30 seconds at 96 megabytes a second. So that's almost 3 times the low end one. So I thought, wow, that's pretty good actually. I don't know how the other one's going to beat it. But here come the stats, and I was blown away by this. The SanDisk Extreme Pro 128 gig solid state flash drive took to transfer that 51.8 gig 3 minutes and 30 seconds at a blinding 290 megabytes a second. That is 3 times the speed of the mid-range. So it's almost 10 times faster than the low-end one that I've got. That is astonishing. So hopefully just that really small test that I did shows to you guys that the difference, the amazing difference you can get if you have a solid state. We know they are so fast in computers, it makes total sense that they are super fast in transferring. Sorry, I'm sitting here just looking at those numbers I wrote down in Notepad going, what? I know some of you want to become content creators, so are always on the lookout for different, not accessories, hardware I suppose, software that can help you in your goals. So give it a look. Check the video description. Thank you very much again to SanDisk for sponsoring this video. Thank you to you guys for watching. Please do give it a like if you've enjoyed it. Let me know what you think as well. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day. See you soon.